Hello, welcome back. Sandy and Jesse Rodriguez team. Hope you're having a good day. We sure are here in San Antonio, Texas. For the last 2 days, we'd had some rain. Much needed rain. So thank you all for your good thoughts. I'm thanking you as a group for sending us that water. Today's subject of discussion came about because Sandy read a saying or a statement, and I'm not sure where she was looking on the internet, and that made me think. Leadership, a leader. What is a leader? Do you classify yourself as a leader? Do you know of good leaders? And let me read to you the saying that Sandy shared with me, which made me think about this subject. She read, a leader is that he does not take himself a leader. Others will do that. Do you agree with that? So it made me think about the subject. So I went over the internet and I found some articles, and I encountered one in Forbes.com, same as the magazine. They ran an article entitled, "What is leadership?" And I won't reveal that to you until towards the end. But in the meantime, I'll go through some of the thought-provoking articles that was part of the what they wrote. And they did not give the meaning of what they classified as leadership until the end. But in the meantime, as they were going through, there were such ideas as, when you look at a CEO of a particular company, do you or do I think of him as a leader? Or a president, his title is as president. Is he the leader of a company? So does a title, by the title that you're given, does that in itself make you a leader? Or that particular position that you hold? Sometimes I do believe that a person himself starts believing himself as a leader. After reading the article, it confirmed for me what all along I had thought. That those that are in certain positions are not leaders. And now, after reading that, it's confirmed. They're not. It takes a special person to be a leader. Another example is, say, a football team. Majority of the people would think that the coach is the leader, or the quarterback is the leader of that team. Do you? Well, after sharing some ideas with you, think on it. I do not think of the coach as a leader. He's a coach. And the quarterback, oh yeah, he's shown more, so he's out there more in public image, but is he the leader? At times, I do believe that they do become, but not always. Some of them might say they assume the position because they are of that title, that they're leaders. And they're not. They believe that it takes a special person with certain skills, certain experiences, to be a true leader of people. What has been your experience? Like I said, do you, for example, the president of the company or of a bank, it's a prestigious title. He gets invited to give, speeches here and there, maybe in the city or what have you. But is he a leader? He may think so because people call upon him. So, as I said, people, want to hear me talk. Now, don't get me wrong. He could be. He could be a leader. So, your comments and thoughts. Are you a leader? Or are you a manager? That's the other, is sometimes somebody that can management. And I've now looked back and I said, you know what? That person was a good manager. He wasn't a leader. But don't get me wrong, we do need good managers, because given the circumstances or whatever service you're providing or product, that manager knows how to manage the assembly line, meet deadlines, sets up certain schedules, make sure that the right person is doing the right job, and that the workers will show up. So he's managing that department to produce a service or product. But do we label him as a leader of that department? Not necessarily. And now he confirms what all along I had thought. Those are sometimes held as leaders, maybe because they have a large following of people. Does that make them a leader? They may think so, but in my opinion, no longer. Let me read the definition of what Forbes described as labeled leadership. Leadership is a process of social influence which maximizes the efforts of others towards the achievement of a goal. That's the definition of leadership. What are your thoughts, comments on leadership? Having gone through what I just brought up, my thoughts and discussion on this, do you classify yourself as a leader? I sure don't. As myself, given that, I do not classify myself at this moment as a leader. So let me hear your comments and remarks. And I thank you for doing that. So from Sandy and Jesse Rodriguez team, I bid you a good day and take good care. Bye now.